who are definitely not afraid of the rain.
You see it? Beautiful. Our home.
Welcome to Bank of America Stadium in the heart of Charlotte.
There we go. Hey.
Yay! All right, you're here.
I'm just wondering.
I see you.
I see you. Don't do it. Keep...
Oh my God, that's
keep
so
pounding.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was a keep pounding moment.
Oh, there we are.
There you go.
I
apologize. I promise you I won't blink or move.
Okay, very good. Well, I just want to say I love that hat. Is that like I'm trying to see what it is because I can't really home in on it, but is it like, okay, is it like little pictures or is it mirrors? Or?
Well, I get that quite a bit, but it's not pictures. It's just like pretty much abstract type art painting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks pretty
cool. It's really called hydro dip, and I just sprayed some paints in the water and just dip squares in the water, and whatever I came up with, there it was. So,
wow, very artistic then.
Well, thank you.
How did you come up with that idea? Do you do like craft projects and artwork and stuff, or what?
Oh yeah, oh yes, all season long. That's what I do to keep my mind incorporated with football. So I pretty much just do like different crafts and ideas. Every year I try to make at least 3 top hats new to bring into the season.
Okay, so you're very creative then. You've got a creative, artistic kind of side to you then. So that's cool.
Yes. And I try to use it not just for my fan base, but for other fan bases as well, including the Jaguars. Yeah.
So you're kind of like Pink in that you help other people with their looks, with their
yes.
Wow, that's really good. That's really good.
That's correct. Any kind of encouragement or ideas I can come up with, that's what I do.
Yeah, well, Robert, on that, can you show us in the background like some of those things that you got hanging up and some of your pieces that you've done? Because that's really cool.
So yeah, we see the logo on the top.
Okay, so this is my chain that I wear. You can see here. This is my Mad Cattle chain. That's DJ Howell, Cat Daddy. He made that for me a couple years ago. And back here, I have my chains and everything back here that I wear. Depending on, I guess, my outfit for the day, for game day, I will wear a chain. So any one of these I will wear. Yeah.
Now, how do you get? Do you make some of those yourself then, or how do you get the chains?
Well, I order them from other fans. So like DJ Cat Daddy, he makes my my necklace here, my medallion chain. And a guy named Anthony Leonard, he's a Green Bay Packers fan. He makes the neck breakers for me, the big, thick Cuban link chains.
Oh, right. Yeah, cool.
I do more of like stuff like this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, isn't there a fan? Isn't there a Panthers fan that wears one of those?
Yes, it's quite a few. So the original idea was for me to wear it just to have fun with it. And
that's really cool.
When I made the first one, Cat Daddy came to me and said, I want to buy one. Can I get one made? I said, sure, I'll make one for you. No problem. Absolutely.
How on
So
earth do you make something like that? I would love one of those.
So on game day now, you can possibly see maybe 8 of them around the stadium.
Yeah, I've seen one.
Game.
When I went to Jacksonville,
okay.
super fan Tally Jag, she met with me, bless her.
Yes.
And she had, I think it was her nieces, 2 nieces, and they were adorable little kids. Adorable
maybe
little
it was
girls.
her granddaughter's friend or something.
Was it? Okay, yeah, but they were both two adorable youngsters. One of them had one of those hats, or maybe even both of them. But I definitely remember that's the first time I saw one of those. So yeah.
Yeah, so I crafted those as well. So I'll be heading down to Jacksonville Sunday, my first time ever, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
You've never been to Jacksonville. You've never been to a Jags home game.
No, never. And it's funny because I stayed in Orlando, Florida for 5 years.
Wow.
And I never went to the Jacksonville Stadium or Tampa Bay or any team in the area of Florida. So this is my first time visiting back to Florida and to watch football. So I'm excited to get up with everybody.
Yeah.
So you're not from, obviously you're not from Florida. You lived there, but are you from Carolina?
Yes. Oh yeah. Born and raised. Yes.
Okay. So what part?
Winston-Salem.
Okay.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina. It's like an hour and a half from Charlotte.
Right.
I like it being in Charlotte. It's pretty much a decent drive, whether you're in South Carolina or North Carolina, to be able to go to Charlotte and watch the game. I don't see it going anywhere else, and I don't know. They had talked about one time it being the 50-yard line would be the split between North Carolina and South Carolina. Put the 50-yard line as
that would be
the
interesting.
state line. Yeah,
that would be cool. But yeah.
And I think also at the time it was nothing around the area, so you're gonna put a stadium in the middle of nowhere to make that be the case where you have half in North Carolina and half in South Carolina, which is a great idea. I love that. But you have to build up around it for attractions and tours and stuff like that.
It sounds like you've got a lot of love up there for the Panthers. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're the same year as the Jags, right? So we all know them as quote newer teams. But tell us about your experience when they got announced and when they became a team, and how that was for you.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell my age a little bit. Okay, bear with me.
Oh my God,
that's okay. I'm as old as the hills. It's okay.
Yeah,
so I was about 12 years old at the time, and it's been years ago. I'm painting the picture of how I became a Panther fan, and I was 12 years old, and it came to me that I had a Washington Commanders raincoat. That's what I had, and I was going to school that day. And my bed sheets was all the NFL teams on my bed sheets, right? So
yeah.
Before we got a team, I thought, why Chicago have a team, New York have a team, everybody have a team but the Carolinas. I felt like they slighted us a little bit. Why don't we have our own team? I'm upset. I think we should have our own. And I vowed that day when I got to thinking about it, like, if we ever get a team in the Carolinas, I'm going to be 100% all in, because I now can say that I'm here in my state of North Carolina, born and raised, and I'm supporting my home team. Yeah. So lucky me, I never did have another team before the Panthers. It was all Panthers. But before the Panthers, I was watching football just for the sport of it. I was just watching it for contact, just for everything, the game brings to us. But I think this is my calling, and it held on to me. I'm 49 years old now, okay? But in 95, when the Panthers came in, I was graduating high school. So as the Panthers was coming into Charlotte and the Carolina Panthers, I was also graduating high school, going to college. So it was about a year or two, 95, 96, that I was in tune with the Panthers, but not like I am right now as Mad Cattah. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting what you say, because I mean, I can relate to that. I mean, I've been a fan of the NFL for a long time. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, back to the 80s. I mean, I was a fan of the NFL, but I can't honestly say that I was a fan of any particular team. I mean, I went to see, of course. I went to as many games as I possibly could, and I'm a keen. But I didn't really have any particular love for any particular team until, kind of the Jags found me really, or I found the Jags when they were coming to London twice a year. When they came to London twice a year, I thought, oh my God, I've got to support these guys. So that's how, that's
It
how
started.
this, yeah. So I
Well,
relate
you
to what you're
wear it
saying.
well.
Yeah. Thank you.
You
Yeah.
wear it well, and it's an honor to be able to be on here with y'all.
No,
Sorry about
honestly,
the basement
it's
earlier.
my pleasure, and it's great to speak to other fans, other super
Oh
fans,
yeah,
and things of all the teams. Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's the game, isn't it? We love our teams,
that's
but
right. That's right.
we are basically fans of fans. I think that's how we put it. I mean, I
And
love
that's
what you
true.
do. I love what you do with your creativity and like that, and it's because of the game that
This
that
is
all comes
next
out.
for a Cleveland Browns fan.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's like a work of
So,
art. It looks like it's jewels or
Yeah.
something.
oh yeah. So I have a dog in the house. Yeah,
A
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
I
So
there's a guy that does chains up there that did a chain for us for the draft, and his name's
Hmm.
Big Dog Willie. I don't know if any
yes, yes, that's my guy, man.
you
Yeah, that's
know him.
he's awesome.
He's really a
He's
great
awesome.
Yeah.
guy, and I met him at the draft, and I went and bought. He had something at his tailgate, like he was doing food, so I went there and bought some. But I bought a chain, a draft chain from him, and he's a good guy. I love the people we have.
Yeah. There was a tailgate at the draft. And the thing I remember most of all about this tailgate was they were plying me. They were giving me moonshine to try. You
Oh
know,
wow.
I don't remember anything after that. It's all a blank.
Yeah.
I drink nothing but tea really here, with the odd bit of cider here and there. You like a bit of
Okay.
peach moonshine, but what's your favorite drink in the mornings then? What you get up to?
Starbucks coffee.
Okay.
I'm the Mad Catter, right? So I
Yeah.
know my character is based upon Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter.
Yes.
I gotta have my coffee in the morning, but I put my coffee with water, so I make sure I have my water intake as well. But the
Yeah.
main
Good.
thing I'm grabbing in the morning is a pot of coffee. When you look at the game, we're just, I guess you could say, an attachment to it. We're not playing; we're just cheering on our team. So whatever the outcome be, it's going to be a win or loss.
Yeah.
Either way
Yeah.
you look at it, you still have to gather yourself, hold yourself accountable and responsible for how you interact with the fans, opposing teams, or what have you. And have some integrity about yourself when you
That's really
out here
good.
amongst the people.
Yeah. I
So
can relate to that.
One of the reasons we're doing this is just to kind of shine a little light on super fans and kind of normalize it because
yes,
we all get,
thank
oh my God, like he gets, oh, a grown man wearing leopard ears. And you get, I'm sure, the same kind of stuff.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's like,
Oh yeah.
what the hell are you wearing? And it's like, I'm trying to normalize it because it's like, this is how you're showing your support. And it's adding fun.
This crazy cat, he's crazy and he walks around London dressed like this. And for me, if anybody, a complete stranger that doesn't know the game or anything like that, if they say, "What's that?" and they look into it and they check and say, "Okay, Jags," then
Mhm.
then I've won. It's drawing
That's right.
attention,
That's right.
drawing
That's
attention
it.
to the game, to the
Mhm.
Jags, and to the
Mhm.
NFL. So it's
Mhm.
it's a win-win. So
Yeah, it's a little different there because there's not a lot of people I mean, some people have heard of it, but they just think, oh, that's that sport where there's sissies that wear pads and helmets and they keep stopping. I mean, that's honestly what I've heard and what they say. So we just kind of consider, anybody that learns about the sport in general is great. And of course, if they can support the Jags, that's good because they come once or twice a year. So if they want to pick a team, they can pick the Jags and see them every now and then.
Well, you
yeah,
guys are true ambassadors, and I follow you on
as are
Instagram,
you, as are you.
and I thought, what, this guy is so cool. I mean, I love the accent, I love everything about it, and going back to what you were saying about people thinking that we're doing it for the attention or what have you, but we're trying to be ambassadors for a team that we really are passionate about. And we're using our creativity in forming something that can be an attachment to the game. It's just
Mhm.
like a little
Yes,
seasoning. We're seasoning
that's
to
right.
the actual sport of football.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that, the seasoning, because you'll watch the
Seasoning.
game.
It's a good word.
Sometimes the fun thing for me is I'll watch Monday Night Football, and especially on the night games, they always try to, because people try on night games, and the commentators and stuff, that the camera will always go to those fans, and you'll always see the most interesting ones. And I always just go, oh, there's that guy dressed like a lion, and we've messaged those guys that are like two lions. They do this face paint it's 3D. I mean, it is incredible. They don't wear a mask, but they look like they are, and I
Oh
love
wow.
I love the effort. It's so awesome.
Well, I'll be looking for you on the game, on the TV. I'm sure you'll get the cameras on you. And I mean, I guarantee you that we'll definitely see Tilo Patra. She's always
Oh
there
yeah.
with her, So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. And I do the same thing as well. When I'm watching the game, like tonight, I'm going to watch the Cowboys and the Eagles play. And I'm going to be in the stands when they fan to the crowd looking for anybody I might can, notice,
Yeah,
so
definitely. There will always
it's
be. It's part of it, as you say, isn't it?
Our whole thing is, we've talked to 4 or 5 people now, and they're all very different types of fans. But the whole thing is it's all good. No matter
There is a
what the
there is
fan,
a
it's all
common
good.
denominator, isn't there? That they're good
it really
people.
is.
They're
Mhm.
passionate for the game, and
Mhm.
generally they spread happiness and joy to other people with what they do.
Absolutely.
Some, most raise money for or give their time to other benefits and causes and things. It's just a great thing.
Yep.
Didn't you
So
do some stuff with with like the hurricane victims and stuff like that in your area?
Yes. Yes. So what I've come to find out, Catman, you might not remember Catman, but he's God rest his soul, he's passed on now, and his son does it now. His son
Oh.
takes on the likeness and persona of Catman. But he was my mentor when I started this thing 11 years ago. Okay, so that's how long I've been doing Mad Catta, and I've known through him on how to really attach the community to what we do. The game is one thing where you can win or lose. You never know. Sunday to
no,
Sunday, you might win or lose. You don't know. But the community, let me tell you, it's a win every time. Every time I've worked with somebody in the community in my local city, wherever it might be, it's a win. It's a win. But I've started doing the 2 years ago now. This is my 3rd year coming up. I do the My Cause My Cleat fan edition.
Oh,
So
wow.
wow, good
yeah,
idea.
so the players have their own calls for
Yeah,
their
yeah.
fundraisers and so forth and so on. And I thought, well, look, we got causes too. We have things that we want to pretty much help out. So I started decorating my own cleats. Yeah.
Great
I love
idea. A
that.
great idea. And I
Yeah.
love the word that you use several times there, community. I mean, that's just a fantastic word, and it really does summarize it really well.
That's
Yeah,
what it's
that's a
about.
great idea. I mean,
So what do
That's
you
what
do? Do you just buy a bunch of blank, Nikes or something, or Adidas, and just paint them up?
what I did first, when the idea hit me, it was my mom. She dealt with breast cancer, and she's still here. Thank God she survived.
good,
And
good.
my mom was to tell me, what can you do to help raise money for the American Cancer Society at the time? So what I did was I went to my local thrift store. 'Cause I'm a thrifter. I love thrift shopping. I go to yard
Oh, yeah,
sales,
me too.
thrift stores, you name it. That's my thing.
Yeah.
For the
And
shoes.
I get cleats that don't really have to be a certain size, but I try to make sure they're slightly used, if at all.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
once I get those cleats from the thrift store, I would take them home, wash them down real good, and get to a
yeah.
blank surface on them to where I can start drawing and coloring and painting on them
Wow.
myself. Yeah. So what I did was I went to my local cancer center in Winston-Salem, because somebody was saying, yeah, American Cancer Society is great and we love them, but what about the small market cancer services that you can help out, companies and so forth and so on? So I made the cleats, and the news caught wind of it, and they followed me to this place called Senior Services of North Carolina Incorporated. And those cleats, I think, raised almost $300 or more.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Wow. That
yeah.
is so awesome.
Do you get, I mean, is it a thing now? Do other fans send you their cleats, or I mean, do other
Not
people
yet.
send you cleats? Not yet. I would
Not yet.
happily, I mean, if
Not
it
yet.
would do you any good at all,
I will do whatever it takes to get the object on the goal across to what we are trying to do here as super fans and as people in life. You know, outside the costume of Mad Catter, I still want to be that caring, giving, concerned, you know, person to be able to help the community. That's what I'm supposed to do here. You know, and my persona helps heighten that to be able to grab hold attention for my cause that I'm bringing out. So my second year of doing the My Cause, My Cleat Superfan Edition, it was to go towards Western North Carolina. We had hurricane damage here, and it was real bad. It was real bad in the Western Carolina areas of Asheville, up in that area. So last year's cleats went towards the restoration and repairing supplies, maybe even water, whatever it might be, to help them out on the west side of North Carolina, Western North Carolina. So those cleats I did last year, and what I'm doing is every year is grabbing hold to how my heart feels to decorate and to customize these shoes every year for My Cause, My Cleat. That way I can spread it out more and not just have
so you do it at the same time as the NFL do it, or is there one time of year that you do it?
Yeah, I try to piggyback off the NFL. When they do their My Cause, My Cleat, I will do my fan cause, My Cleat. And what I'm trying to do is get everybody, team to team, wherever, to say, hey, look, that's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
I want to spread. I don't want it to be just something for me to do, which I don't mind, but I kind of want to get everybody to tune into it and decorate their own cleats. A player asked me about some cleats one day. He was like, you did those cleats? I said, yeah. He said, I'm going to get you to do my cleats. And I locked up because I was like, I don't know what to say. A player want me to do his cleats. Okay.
That is so cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. Great idea, though. You know, that is really, really good.
I know with me, I don't know about you guys, but when I have an idea in my head, it just seems like I can't rest. It's hard to sleep. It's hard to stay focused because it's so much into me as far as trying to hurry up and get it done. Also, too, I have my own book box for the kids in the neighborhood. So I work for the city of Winston-Salem, my local city here, and I see book boxes all over town. And I'm thinking, why not have a Mad Catter themed book box to where you could put books in there being donated to where the kids in my neighborhood, when they get off the school bus, they can get them a book to take home and read. So the reading post is like a mobile library, I guess you could say. Yeah. And you put books inside this box, and as kids or whoever come by, adults can come read too. They would get a book and then leave a book, or take the book and bring it back.
Yeah, that's good. Sounds like you'll just do it as much as you possibly can. As you say, get a fresh idea and just acting on it. That's really good. And it's not always about money. I mean, basically, it's if you can donate time. I mean, I don't think people realize that to do good things and good deeds for other societies and charities and things, it's not necessarily about being able to afford to. It's about donating your time as well. There's one particular charity called V for Victory in Jacksonville that I'm really passionate about because they get people not only to donate money, but donate. If there's a cancer sufferer or something that is struggling to get to hospital, then their way of donating is by giving that person a lift to the hospital. And I think it's just a great idea. So, yeah.
I try to do whatever hits my heart to do from a good, positive area. And so far, I haven't had any issues of anything I've come up with. And I have some more ideas that whenever it comes to mind, I'm going to definitely jump on it because I'm seeing this bringing forth fruit. It's bringing fruit to what we're doing.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a great idea.
How do you think off season went for your Panthers?
I think the off season went well. We attacked some areas of need. We definitely needed a guy in Teteroa McMillan, who we drafted number 8 in the draft. He's a receiver out of Arizona. And I actually met him. He's real tall and lengthy. He's real tall and lengthy.
That helps for a receiver, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. So I think that he's going to be what we need. I'm worried about him on how he's going to be able to transform his college style of play into now the pro level, and that we'll find out real soon.
I saw a little bit of him on preseason, and so I know you can't really tell on preseason.
No, you can never tell. I mean, the draft doesn't matter where they are picked in the draft. You just, as you say, I mean, it's whether it relates or whether it transfers into the NFL, doesn't it? So you just never know.
That's true. So I'm
Yeah.
pleased. I think we had a great draft last year, and we shored up some needs that we had, some spots available on our team, and I think us doubling down on defense, I think that was a great idea too. We got some nice defensive players in the draft as well. Overall, I think we did really well.
Yeah,
we really did.
Well, and speaking of the draft, like and draft picks, what is your take on Bryce Young, and what kind of year, do you think that not that you're a fortune teller, but what kind of year do you think that he'll have, and what do what are your thoughts?
I think, he started out kind of rocky in the beginning of the season, and he, y'all not, can remember, he got benched. He was benched.
He did.
So when he came back, it was like a new Bryce Young we was looking at, and he carried us the rest of the way on the back end of the season. And I do believe it's going to be a continuation of the back end of his last season of last year, and he's going to be that guy for us. I really believe in him. He's my quarterback, and I support him. I really support him. And I think that if we're going to win it, it's going to be with Bryce. I really do feel that.
Yeah. How did the fan base do with, I don't know if they're split about him or what, but how did they do with when he was benched and stuff?
Oh, that was crazy, because some fans was like, I told you, he's too short to play quarterback. He's too small to play quarterback. He can't see over the offensive line. He's short. And it just fed right into the ones that really didn't really support him from the beginning. And
they've said that so much about other quarterbacks, though, haven't they? And it doesn't really. I mean, there's lots in history. There's, it doesn't wash. It doesn't. It's just noise. That's what it is.
Well, when you look at it too, it's like a lot of these players coming out of college, they're already maxed out as far as growth. They're not going to get any taller, as far as I know. Now, I could be wrong, but when you look at an offensive lineman in the college ranks and he goes to the NFL, he's not going to grow another 2 feet or more. So if he was successful to win the Heisman in Alabama, over those big linemen, he's going to do the same thing in the NFL too. So it's not about size.
No.
Back when teams used to give quarterbacks some time to develop and to get the right situation around them. And now it's kind of like, if they don't perform in the first year, they're gone.
They're out.
And living in Denver, I've seen it all.
I've made reference to it before, but if you think of the likes of Terry Bradshaw, when you watch the documentaries about him, he was rubbish to start with, when he went into the NFL, but they gave him a chance and looked to see what happened,
Yes.
So
yes. You have to give these guys a chance to figure it out, because I would say any rookie, you would have to at least give them their second year to kind of change over from the college aspect of daily training, workouts, whatever it might be, into the pro level, how it's now going to be now. You got to give them time to get adjusted,
I suppose the saying is that you're going from being a big fish in a little pond to a little fish in a big pond. So,
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
As far as the Jags fan base goes, they're not all Trevor fans. A lot of people are like, well, he's washed up and he's had too long. And then other people are like, no, he needs the right situation. And so, I think it might be the same with Bryce, except for Trevor's in 5 now. So it really is down to
Bryce and Trevor. They are both due. They will both succeed. You'll see.
Yes, I believe that. I believe that.
I got into a lot of trouble last year by saying that Trevor Lawrence is better than Josh Allen, and and I stand by it. Honestly, I stand by it. I think there's something in him. I mean, he was a fantastic quarterback at Clemson, and he will succeed. He will come through for us. He really will. To hell with Josh Allen. The only Josh Allen I'm interested in has a Heinz in between.
And I will say, I don't know if you've had Bill's Mafia ever breathing down your neck, but it's intense.
I have.
Oh, no. They actually come to us this year.
Are they? Are you guys playing that division?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we playing that division. They'll be coming to us. I think, I can't remember which week, but it'll be coming up.
Oh, and you got him at home then.
Oh yeah. So I'm glad. I'm glad.
Oh yeah.
So,
Better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jags had him.
Changing temperature.
Jags had him in Buffalo last year, and that was slaughterhouse. So
I don't want to
it
talk
was
about
not
it.
fun.
I don't want to talk about it.
yeah.
No, we don't talk about that or
We
the
don't
Detroit
talk about
game.
that.
We don't talk
It never
about those
happened.
games. I know you guys have your games you don't talk about. So those are the
Oh
ones
yeah.
I like to talk
So,
about, you know. What do you think the best things, what are your most positive things that you like to think about the Jags? And then what are the, if there's a bad thing about the Jags, what do you think is a bad thing, maybe?
well, I keep my eyes on all the teams somewhat, and the Jaguars is like we're like brothers because we came into the league
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
But
Us
I'm
big
looking.
cats have got to stick together, you know.
That's right. That's right. I do believe that. So Travis Hunter, I'm looking forward to see how he gets adjusted to the NFL, and is he going to really play both sides of the ball? To me personally, if I was the coach, I probably wouldn't do it that way. I don't want to risk more injury, by
Agreed.
being on the field all the time. But he's definitely going to be a threat. He's going to be a threat to any team, all teams. I really do feel that. So especially once he gets used to the pro level and get familiar on how it goes, all the ins and the outs, you guys got a baller. I really do feel that.
It was a great move by, the general manager and stuff to get him in. It's brought so much notoriety to the
Optimism.
Jags.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks about the Jags now, which is incredible. And it will be, he's just a good athlete all the way around. I don't know if you saw the Adidas video that just came out yesterday about him and Trevor together, like doing stuff together. But he does this flip, one of those standing flips. And I was like, oh my God, he's such a great athlete.
And he's always so smiley. He's always so happy. He's just got a good just presence, So yeah, it does, as you say, it just makes you smile. So yeah,
I noticed that, and that's a genuine smile because you can't be fake for so long. The real you has to come out at some point, and I feel like he's doing well. He's all time smiling, happy, and that's the guy you have. That's the guy you got. Trevor Lawrence. I don't know if he's a mobile quarterback or not. I'm not sure. I know he can get out of danger. So if you jump him before Sunday, tell him to stay still for us, please.
Well,
on Sunday. Okay, we'll see.
I think the Jags this year have done a lot of work on their offensive line. And looking at the preseason, it looks like Trevor is a lot happier in the pocket. And I saw him last year at some games when he had to scramble. He was under pressure, and it didn't go well. And that's ultimately how he got injured a couple of times. So I'm kind of hoping that the offensive line look after him, and I think that there'll be great success if he's got time to do what he needs to do with a strong offensive line. Then I think but if he's forced out and having to run for his life, then it's makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Well, that goes for both our quarterbacks. I think that goes for Bryce as well. You want them to stand tall in the pocket and deliver with accuracy and move the chains is what we want. I don't want my quarterback running all over the place.
No.
Yeah.
Right. And Trevor's just the opposite. I mean, he's the opposite of being short. I mean, he's pretty lanky, but that doesn't mean that he's going to be mobile necessarily. So I think it just kind of depends upon the day. You like seeing him mobile, but again, like the captain said, you don't like seeing him run for his life. You'd like to see some protection going on.
Yeah.
No.
But
we've seen him fumble a couple of times. We've seen
they worked a lot in free agency
for
that offensive line. So I think it might be better this year. We'll just have to see. I mean,
we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah,
just both. I think as fans of two, this weekend opposing sides, but as you say, very very similar teams in a lot of respects. I think we've just got to basically just be optimistic and just hope and pray and see what happens. But they are due. They're gonna have their time. It's gonna happen.
What's going to happen to the Panthers this year? How many wins? Do you have a prediction?
Oh, I want to say 9. I want to be real about it. I want to be realistic because my mind is telling me we're going to win them all.
I thought that last year. Oh.
Well, we're coming down to Jacksonville actually with some question marks because we have some offensive linemen that's trying to get better, and that's what Bryce needs to protect him the most is his offensive linemen that he battled with all last year. So we might have some some players on the offensive line that's going to be starters, but how are they? Are they 100%? What can they give? Because I know Jacksonville is the home opener. It's going to be electric. It's going to be the fans behind the team.
It's going to be loud.
Yes. So I'm worried about the offensive line and their complete health, how they're going to be able to protect Bryce Young to where he can do what he has to do.
Yeah.
You know,
it'll be a good game. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally looking forward to it. It's going to get the TV going. And, I think the captain's going to try to do a couple live things this year from the game because, it's always nice. People, for some reason, we were talking to this other guy last week from the Dolphins about this because he does a lot of broadcasting and stuff. And he says people just really like to watch other people watch stuff. And so they like to watch your reaction to what the team's doing. So we thought maybe we'd do a little bit of that this year. It might be kind of interesting. It's hard for the captain though, because it's 5 hours, he's 5 hours ahead of you guys.
Also, what makes it difficult is I can't be, what's the word? I can't be impulsive because this takes me a couple of hours to do. So, it's got to be planned and everything.
So how many hours it takes? I'm curious now. How many hours?
Well, it's got basically I've got a latex mask that I stick on my face. And a new latex mask will cover my entire face. But it never lasts very long because it splits around the mouth and everything. And I end up having to cut the lower part off and throw it away. But the upper part of it I can use again and again and again if I take it off carefully. But that takes about an hour to prepare. The day before, and then on game day as such, you're looking at really. I can get it done in a couple of hours now. So, because you've got to wait for the glue to dry and everything, otherwise your face falls off. So, but yeah,
That's awesome.
so yeah, a couple of hours. So.
Yeah, so like a lot of people can broadcast and they can just, they're in their jersey and they can just sit there and go live. But with him, it's a little harder because he has to get dressed and be there.
Yeah. And if I did live kind of broadcast with me underneath this, nobody's going to watch that. Nobody's going to want to see that.
Come on now.
It's like, who's that old guy? What the hell?
I get that too because I went to maybe 2 games without the Mad Cattle persona on. And people would just pass me by. It was like,
you have to say, do you know who I am?
Yeah. Some have picked me out and be like, oh yeah, that's Cattle right there, so but it's all good.
Well, but you got a kind of distinctive smile, so they probably recognize that. They're probably like, look at that smile. That's the CATTAH. I mean, some people just have a nice smile. You're like, that's just a genuine smile. And you're that kind of guy. So I think maybe people might recognize you without your hat. And hat and glasses is what your persona is, right? Or the more chains, right? So that's
chains,
when you say you've got a CATTAH up, you mean hat, glasses, and chains, right? Generally?
When I say CATTAH up, it's pretty much like the Incredible Hulk changing from Bruce Banner to the Hulk. So I would be CATTAH up on Sunday, but it would be a moment in time before that I would be my regular self, and it's the metamorphosis and the changing of me going from Elaine Brown to now Mad CATTAH.
Yeah.
I thank y'all for having me on.
We're so happy that you decided to come and join us and shed a little light on the Panthers, because just like the Jags, they're a team that's often overlooked. So it's important.
And also shedding a bit of light on what you do for others. So that's good.
Yes, that's really good.
I really enjoy it. My mom, growing up, she used to cook for almost the whole church after church on Sundays. Everybody that come to our house, and she had cooked all Saturday, right? So we're smelling the chicken, we're smelling all the food on Saturday that we can't even touch until Sunday, So it's a part of me that I've watched my parents, how they orchestrated their lives towards us and giving to other people. And I wanted to be more than just me going to a game in a costume. I wanted to have attachments to me as Mad CATTAH and as a person to be able to take what we do as far as the hype and excitement on a game day and not just let that be it. What else can we bring to it? So I say, okay, the community, because when you think about it, after a game, we all go back to our each individual neighborhood or community. And there's issues there after a game. There's issues there before a game. But we use that moment in time to where we all can come together and cheer on our team, and then we go back to that same setting when we get back home. So I try to be that light and share anything I can possibly think of to help in any form. That's the basis of me.
We're getting so inspired by, I mean, we've already known that a lot of these fans do great things, but just to talk about it, it's just so inspiring. And I think it's going to be inspiring for the captain to do more and stuff. And your story about the cleats is awesome. And we're definitely going to pick up on that. We're going to do something about that.
Good deal. That's great.
And can I ask you real quick, like those whiskers on they're whiskers, right, on your glasses?
Yes.
Yeah. So what are they made of?
They're made of foam.
Oh.
They're made of foam. So like when I hug people at the games or whatever, and I'm embracing somebody, you know, it'll go off. It won't hurt them. You know,
good, because they look sharp.
Yes, that's the point. But you know, if you brush up against one, it'll just go back a little bit. You know.
And how often do you have to replace them? How often do they break?
Never. I won't have to replace them at all, because as the years, I've been doing it since 2014. So in the beginning, my whisker shades was out of cardboard. So there was cardboards on the ends. And I would find myself during the game checking to make sure they're still there. But the way I do it now is I take these foam pieces and I cut the actual frame and I stick them inside. Yeah, so they're actually inside my frames too as well. That way they won't fall off or shift. They're just there.
No, that's really awesome. I just had to know. I thought they looked like tinfoil. So I didn't know what they were made of. You know, they're super cool. I'm so happy that you came. Thank you so much for being with us. And
I do need to ask one final favor though when we say goodbye.
Take your time.
I don't want you to say goodbye to me. I want you to say it in the same way that I would say it. If I say goodbye to anybody over here, I will say, cheerio.
Cheerio.
So,
cheerio.
Do your best.
Okay, my best cheerio.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I thank y'all for having me on once again. Look forward to having a great game. I can't wait to get to Jacksonville and hang out with my family that's down there, that's waiting.
I just wish I was there.
So I'm very excited. Whether we win or not, it doesn't matter, because I know I'm going to have a great time and create memories with people that I don't hardly ever see. And the season is upon us now, and it's time to go. It's, you know, DUUUVAL. I got to pray.
I've been trying to get people at games to say that with me at away games, and it's been kind of fun.
So I'm learning. It's like you say, it's not a game type of thing. We're here to have fun and just make memories and take it back to our neighborhoods and hope that we win. And we'll just go from there. If not, we'll try again next week.
Yeah. So
thank you for having me on.
I appreciate
you guys.
Let me hear it.
Cheerio.
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 Talk to you later. Thanks so much.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.